Hello guys, and
Iguanodon, one of the first dinosaurs to be formally...
hello guys, and today I'm going to show you my most recent project. Oh, he wants to say hi. Hey Ronnie, you want to say hi to the guests? You're being sedated. Someone help him! Oh, whoa, that's serious. And there he goes. Well, hey, let me grab Ronnie. That is not quarantine. Too late, I'm already moving him. No, what happened? Oh, treatable. Where's your open wound? I don't see any. Can we... Where is the wound? Under you? Oh, oops. Is it under you? Nope. I can't tell where your wound is, buddy. Oh, excavation complete. Oh no, injured animal! Someone help this guy! He's in dire pain! He's surveying the water, but he's all the way over here, so... Oh god, we gotta give them medicine in this stuff. We gotta give them the stuff inside of them. Did you shoot him? Oh. Is he getting treated? Are you kidding me? He's applying the treatment. Ah, that's how you apply. Okay, you're being very lazy as a friend. Help the man! He's being tainted. No, he's completely fine.
Just looking at its...
Okay. Oh no. The skeleton just... I don't know why he's... Oh, No, it's this one. Basically, it's... Well, if you saw... Oh my god. Well, basically, this is like an actual zoo. In the way it's formatted, the way it's formatted. See, this is the Asia section. I got this from inspiration from zoos that I've went to that have the exact same kind of theme. Hold on, what was I supposed to put in here? Oh, Dinosaurus. There's Dinosaurus in here.
Now this is an interesting fellow. This dinosaur...
Yeah, basically it's formatted kind of like a zoo. This section over here, the section before it, is the Europe section. No particular reason. Just thought, Europe was the first place, where the first dinosaurs were found. So it would be cool if we made, the first section Europe based on that. And, is he okay? Someone help on him! Thank you. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, basically, we even have a natural. I'm not even kidding. This is an actual natural albino. Also, I picked one fence theme, and it's this fence theme because I feel like it's the most zoo-like. Oh my god. Everything needs a refill nowadays. There's also other sections like the big sections. Like the first one, Iguanodon. Iguanodon I chose as like you would see these. It would look very cool. Like so, I built this little platform and my screens aren't working. Show Iguanodon. My screens down here aren't working either. And look, there's even rocks, so you can see them from here. So that's really cool. We also have some vending machines in case you want to spend your life savings. Everyone wants tea, guys. There's like I'm pretty sure there's somewhere with tea. Yeah, there's literally a tea place. Actually, it's not even tea; it's coffee. Wow, 50 cents for a muffin? $1.50 for a bagel, I would assume. $1.50 for a sandwich? Half? Oh my god! Those are great prices. No wonder everyone's here. You do not find these kind of prices anywhere else. And try to guess where we are. I do not remember. Where are we again? Where in the world are we? I think we're in Europe. Because I thought it would look cool. I actually can't tell. What type of trees are we looking at? Ashley? What happened? Mites? Ooh. Is that what the brown spots on your head are? Or does everyone have that? Nope, that's special to you, I guess, because you have mites. Come on, Shota! Shoota! And that's actually fitting because it's actually, you know. Flee! Swim! It's weird how fluid that is, like the transition from water to land. That's so smooth. Though I would say it's a bit weird that like this deep and it's already. But again, we can't make those kind of things. Oh my god, god. Needs a refill. There's diseased animals everywhere. Are you done? No. You, I already checked. Oh, actually, you have no disease? Has no one given you treat? Oh, you're already receiving it. And then Ashley, we already know, has mite and is being. Yeah, I can see the little brown. I'm a doctor. I can tell you if your dinosaur's sick. Not anymore. Now it looks like a normal dinosaur, so I'm kind of screwed. That's. Are you kidding me? Wow, we haven't already learned about that. Oh my god. Yeah, but anyway, I haven't even shown you all the dinosaurs. I've only shown you the first 3. And then I haven't even shown you this one, but time to go to this one. Torvosaurus. If there was Megalosaurus in this game, which there will most likely never be, I would put it here. Because it was the first dinosaur, I'm pretty sure. The first ever dinosaur named / discovered. Though we technically have also found other dinosaurs before we knew dinosaurs were a thing. Everyone knows that already, but like, so. But this is Torvosaurus, the apex predator of not only Europe, but also actually North America. But this is the European species. And you know what's kind of nice? Did you eat all of it, really? Yeah, but actually something about, I don't know what type of group the Torvosauruses are from. I gotta go check their Paleopedia. I'll go. Yeah, I get it. It's the English sounds the same. Wow. What is I'm reading this and I do not see. It does not refer to it as anything. Oh, Megalosaurids! Yes, so it is a Megalosaurid. No operator. That's a problem. That's not an operator. Yeah, but anyway. Something about Megalosaurs. They might have became Spinosaurs. I saw it in a recent book. And honestly, it feels like a Pokemon evolution. Oh my. Whoa! That is a picture I'll be taking. Night, day. Ooh, that's a nice glow. Now I'm gonna enter that. And now I also gotta do that at the exact same time. I got the perfect picture of a dinosaur roaring. It's not even roaring, it's just... I don't know if it could do that. I guess it could. But honestly, it feels like a Pokemon evolution for this thing to become like a Spinosaur. How? Other than their fins now, like fin mouth, you can see that. It's quite thin, but like, other than that, there is nothing that relates it to that. So I do not know how it does that, but I guess the one that makes the most sense to me is the Ceratosaurus. The Ceratosaurids becoming, becoming Abelisaurids, aka Carnotaurus, which makes sense. Both of them have the smallest arms compared to other theropods of those size. But still kind of, and they both also have like horn / head ornaments on them. So it does kind of make sense. Allosaurus is believed to turn into Carcharodontosaurs, which makes little sense. Honestly, I would expect Torvosaurs to become that, but it is what it is. So I do not know that. I'm not a scientist, but I just see it in saw it in a recent paleontologist book made by a paleontologist recently. Well, now it's 2 years old. So I don't know the 100%. I don't know how the evidence has changed. Oh yeah, we also have some Ice Age creatures. We have some Cenozoic creatures, as scientists call them, but most people just call them Ice Age creatures, since the most of them that we have here are survived during the Ice Age, like the woolly rhino. Hello, woolly rhino. Honestly, if we could actually like hop onto this, honestly, you could ride that. That's a horse height. Actually, more of a pony height if you think about it. Look at it. It is so fluffy and so stumpy. It's so stocky. Its horn is, well, I don't know if I'm looking at female or male when I'm doing this, so yeah, the horn is big. The horn is pretty big. It would be I don't know, length of your arm, but I do not know about the size. So small, so tiny. Like, you could ride this. Why didn't ancient humans decide to ride them? That would become like, oh my god, I love it. The little tail up thing. I don't know if they actually did that, but it definitely makes sense for them to do that. Over here on this side, we have, well, that was a perfect time to see one. You'll see this soon, or not at all. Oh, nope, log. There they are. Megalosaurus, also known as the Irish elk. It's actually more related to deer than elk, but Bambi, if Bambi was bigger. Again, this thing is surprisingly short. Again, Cenozoic creatures were smaller than their dinosaurs. Because, you know, mammals had a lot more limits than dinosaurs. Dinosaurs could just do whatever they wanted. They had so many different adaptations that made it so also, I do like that they don't have any horns on the female, which is very accurate. I said horns, I mean antlers. Most people don't say the difference, but I say that. I actually also forgot. Since we have vivariums, I went like, hey, how about we have vivarium creatures in here too? So we have Archaeopteryx, a prehistoric European bird. Well, people still argue if it was it was a real bird or just a fake bird, which it definitely was a fake bird, but we don't know it too. I don't know what I'm exactly trying to say, but basically, I'm trying to say we don't know how much of a bird it was truly, since we don't have any DNA of it, so we couldn't tell exactly how much of it was bird. So we couldn't tell if it was majority bird or majority dinosaur. I'm jumping over here to the Compygnathus, the newest, one of the new vivarium creatures. This tiny little dinosaur, we don't even know if it was a valid group. We still think that it could still be a juvenile of a larger species, since we've only really found one as juveniles, and they definitely do have juvenile-like characteristics, such as the lanky legs and big eyes. So we don't know for sure if it was a valid group. We don't even know if the group config I don't know how to say it, but we don't even know if the group was valid. Since again, they could also just be babies. And that would mean they're no longer an adult. Now, time. Oh, hold on. I never really explained these guys. The Skeletosaurus, a more early ancylosaurid. Though it's not a true ancylosaurid or a late one, since it does not have the tail and was around during the Jurassic. Also, I don't know too much about it because I do not generally look about this. I know a lot more about others though, so Iguanodon no needs something to explain that. We already did that. Now time to enter the Asia section. That's the only other section I have right now, and it's very limited. I do not have much time. We have Yequi, a primitive, well, not primitive, but it certainly looks that. It's actually a quite derived species. It's also one of the only that we know 100%. It's almost the only one that we 100% confirmed that it has these kind of wings. They're weird and experimental. Not too many dinosaurs had it. In fact, not many animals even have it today, except bats, which bats are mammals, not even reptiles, so that gets rid of that. But yeah, mostly because it was more experimental and it was a bit weirder and weaker, hence why birds were overtaking small pterosaurs. Since pterosaurs had more fragile wings because of that. So, of course, it was a more experimental feature, and unfortunately, it was one of the only that we know that would have had this. Over here, we have Mononychus. This alveosaurid had only, just like other alveosaurids, it only had one single digit. The reason for it is because it specialized in eating insects, in particular ones inside wood and mounds, like termites do now. So the alveosaurids shrank and also lost digits as they evolved further insectivore feeding style. This was actually quite cool to look at because early alveosaurids had multiple digits. But as they specialized more and more on insects, they shrank down and, well, lost most of their digits, only for one singular claw. So they break into those logs and mounds. We don't know if it had any, like, poison, venom resistance or anything like that. We don't know if it had any of that, mostly because we cannot see DNA. I also found this on the workshop. Credit to whoever made this. Don't remember their name, but they did a great job. I would never be able to make this, so thanks. And this is going to be it for today in this video, since I don't want to drag it on for too much. I'll just do a quick summary of the R2. Microraptor. Don't know too much about it. It was a prehistoric dinosaur that had a weird anatomy, having a more biplane kind of feel, having multiple wings and and it was generally just a yeah, I don't know too much about it. Time to just zoom right through these two. Cetacosaurus. We already seen it a couple times. You've already seen it a couple times in this video. It was a small Mongolian species. Well, actually, this one is from Russia. There was multiple variations of these creatures. The most famous one is the Mongoliensis one, where, you guessed it, it lived in Mongolia. Though at an earlier time than famous Velociraptor and Protoceratops. So, you've never been able to you would never be able to see what would happen in that time. And also, predators seem to be very small during this earlier time. But after some time, big ones like the Tyrannosaurid, Tarbosaurus showed up, and sauropods also seemed to show up. So, yeah, a lot of different things happened after they went, bye-bye.
Just like other
And the final one, oh, never mind, not the final one. Oh, it's Protoceratops. Protoceratops was a small Mongol, a little more derived ceratopsian than Cetacosaur, and was still small. Look, I would go right next to it. Look at that. That's tiny. But these small Mongolian ceratopsians had to deal with competition with other small herbivores. I don't know of too many, but there's definitely a couple. They also had to watch out for many small predators, and especially bigger predators that were around my size could easily take it down. Though they didn't have to worry about things like Velociraptor, since in reality Velociraptor would not hunt this thing often. The fossil that we found that has these beautiful creatures fighting Velociraptor was more likely a last resort for the Velociraptor, since the Velociraptor was probably starving and it saw that Protoceratops is its only meal, and they proceed to be absolutely covered in a sand dune. Though also were lightly scavenged, since part of both the Velociraptor and the Protoceratops seem to have been nibbled by some little scavengers. Most likely those parts were poking out the sand, telling us that it was most likely not too deep of a bury. And the final one, for real this time, Dinosaurs. This is yet another Mongolian species. It was actually the largest ornithomimid, aka bird mimic, dinosaur there is. This thing was actually bigger than T-Rex was. It lived in more, lush and moist environments. The feathers, which are probably one of the most commonly shown features on Dinosaurs, are not 100% proven. We don't know for sure if, they had this even. So, we'll never know. Unless we find actual fossil evidence, since this thing did live during the Cretaceous, which would make it a lot easier for things like feathers and even maybe DNA to show up. But yeah, but anyway, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time when, you know, this is actually done. Since it'll never be done in a while. Goodbye, and I hope you had a fun time, and until next time.